There is life and there is social media. We live in a time where the two kind of overlap and people can't tell the difference. My next guest is beautiful. She's a producer, a writer, an actor. But she burst into the limelight even more because of something she did, something that a lot of Nigerians and people all over the world have been polarized about. Her name is ETINOSA, and she's here with me on Barroom Therapy. How you doing, girl?
I'm fine, thank you.
Great to have you here.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
I prepared something special for you. It's not vodka. It's a very special cocktail.
Wow.
So what do you want, cocktail or vodka?
Well, I'm toning down on alcohol at the moment, so I'll just take the cocktail.
Good choice.
And be very responsible about it.
Responsible. What does that mean? In this day and age, as I struggle to open. Okay, there we go. It's open.
Saved by the bell.
What does responsible mean to you?
That's a very strong question.
Yep, we're going to start off strong.
Responsible means... So another very big word is coming to my head, because if I say it now, you ask me to do it. So anyway, I'll say it. Being accountable. Don't even ask me what that one means.
Being accountable.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's, being responsible is like you.
Don't worry, pause.
Duty.
Pause. Get your glass.
Maybe
Let's toast to
This
responsibility.
probably give me inspiration to answer the question.
To being responsible. Can we toast to that?
Yes, sure. Responsible. Oh.
Wow. This is my best batch so far. So let's be real now.
Nice.
The background of your recent more success is the fact that you went on the Insta story of MC Galaxy and you basically went nude.
I want to get naked. I want to get naked.
For me, that's actually not the story. I'm more concerned with what led to that and what has happened after that. You had sent MC Galaxy a message that you were going to do this. Is that true?
Not really.
Okay.
I didn't send anybody any message. I came to the comment section. You know how people just crack jokes and make fun in comment section. So it wasn't like a private message or a secret. You know, I commented, no, I'm coming to strip on your live, which was a joke.
Strip on your life?
Like live Instagram live,
okay.
not Insta story.
Okay.
I'm going to strip, and that's like, that was a joke. But then when the thing that happened, it became a very unbelievable coincidence. So nobody could really, believe that was a joke. That happened like...
You do know that it's very difficult for me to believe that was a joke.
Exactly. So it's not like, that was like 4 or 5 days before that thing happened.
Okay.
You get, so it was like, oh, okay, so you already said you were coming to do it now. But no, that was not the plan. That was not the actual, that was not the plan. Okay. The plan was to tease, to just act like you're going to actually strip. And then when everybody's like asking for more, strip, you act like you're really going to do it. And then you cut it, which is something I had done before with the same MC Galaxy.
You guys are close?
Yes, now.
Okay.
You know, he one of his songs was my soundtrack for my movie. And then he did other things while the movie was...
in short.
So he's a very great friend. Sorry.
Take it.
So where are we? So this Insta Live Freaky Friday thing started from my own page.
Oh, you are the originator of the Freaky Friday?
My brother.
Okay.
So just one random night, I was doing my own live on my page and he called in. So we talked. I was just like, I like people who, express themselves, who are very expressive with their body. They wear bomb shots, they wear really, they show skin and they're confident, So he's like, okay, so why don't you show skin? And then I just showed my legs and people were like, oh, show more. And that was the end, just my legs. I think I still have that video. Like, I don't know who recorded it, but one of my fans sent it to me. No, about 3 people sent me the video.
Okay.
Of me having my own live session and saying, see my leg, So I have one of the...
This same leg?
This beautiful leg, yes. It's covered. So, and after that night, he called me and he's like, wow, that the views on my live were so much that he didn't know people really like things like that he wants to start Freaky Friday on his own page, like tell people to
do something crazy,
to do things, crazy things with their self. I don't know, shout out to do. And I was like, oh, cool, that'll be nice. I'll come and, support and ginger, the movement. I was feeling like the pioneer of nakedness. So the first time it happened, I probably was busy or I forgot. I wasn't there.
Okay.
So the first time where he had the issue with the girl who was naked, the first round of the Freaky Friday. So I didn't tune in that night. So when he was being dragged and everybody insulting him, I was supporting him, my Insta story. I was always doing, throwing subs. I won't say, oh, it's MC Galaxy I'm talking about, but you could tell because I'm like, people go to strip clubs. I beg, leave that guy. I'm not mentioning names, but I'm supporting. Like, why is everybody killing somebody? Anyway, just take her to, today is your turn. They look for another scapegoat tomorrow. And to cut the long story short, the second time he wanted to do it, which was that Friday, he called me by 2 o'clock, and he's like, he's going to do another one. Oh, I should come this time and just, support. Come, let's scatter the place. I'm like, yes, I like ginger. I like anything. It's like, yeah, we're coming. Yeah, we're going to. But of course, the plan was to do the exact thing like I did before, the whole just tease, just act like you want to do something and just make people entertained.
Oh, you did that, all right.
But unfortunately, as the midnight time now reach, you understand? When that time now come, when he went live the first time, I wasn't there. I was handling my own personal life. I didn't even remember that we spoke about it. I didn't even remember it was Friday. So after the first time he went live, I think he called me, when he was done. Called me and said, we don't see you now. I'm like, oh, you don't do okay, oh yeah. Do it again. I'm coming, Then I was freaking drunk. I was having, I don't know if you know, but when you are drunk, when you are high, be it alcohol or whatever other means, there's just this lack of inhibition. You have no restrictions. Everything is beautiful. Everything is great. Anything goes. You can do anything you want to do. You can just, you're not thinking. You're not calculating shit. You're not a public figure. You're just happy. You don't owe anybody any explanation. You're not responsible for nobody, for nothing. You do whatever you know. So I went online, and if you had watched the real video, the full version,
the full clip,
I was even still drinking while
in the video.
I sat down, and then I started with the leg, my normal procedure. I was even wearing bomb shorts, fortunately for the live this thing. After that leg this thing, normally it's supposed to end. But I did not stop there. Yes, let's go, continue. That was all I was hearing in my head. I wasn't even hearing, you are this, you have father, you have mother, you have future, you have... I know they hear nothing. All that was in my head was, go.
It's like you just needed a release.
That's possible. You can actually say that.
And too many expectations. Talking about expectations, so that I don't get too much pressure.
Okay.
And we don't have vodka. We'll be back after this. I'll be talking to ETINOSA about what basically was going through her mind at that time, and more importantly, what people thought about it. You'll be quite amazed as to what she shared with me off camera. Stay tuned on Barroom Therapy. Welcome back, still Barroom Therapy, and I have the very daring ETINOSA here with me, and I think we'll need 2 episodes for this particular Barroom Therapy, and I will probably need bar therapy myself. It takes a lot of guts to do what you did. It takes a lot of guts. I've met a lot of people, women, guys, and the notion of freedom and nudity and how it's, some say it's an expression of art, some say, it's their body. Well, what's your take on the issue of the role? It did relieve you this time around. You were under a lot of pressure, or just needed to just not conform. Do you think most women go through that and they do what they do, or Did you do it for publicity or just to get more followers?
Where do I even answer the question from? About the publicity, no, definitely not. Because I don't mean to sound, cocky, but I was already popular. So
you don't want to sound cocky. Very nice choice of words. But go on. How many more followers did you get from the views and the retweets?
Before I answer the question, I want to restate that I did not do it for followers or for publicity and what. If anything, that really, shook my career and, had because, my career is great now. It had it, standing on a very unbalanced rope.
On a very thin ice.
So popularity is useless without value. It's not about being popular, it's about being relevant, it's about being valuable. So why would I do something to become popular? Yes, this is making me really, the talk of the town, not even just the town, the whole world. But it still makes no sense if I can't stand in some places and be of some sort of value. Now, I can't go to a conference and be introduced as the lady who went naked. No, I can't be.
But if someone introduces you as that, would you blame them? Because that's exactly what you did.
I won't blame them, but it's not even possible. There's no responsible gathering that can have you introduced like that. And I don't want to be in a gathering where I will be introduced like that. That kind of gathering. No, I want to be in gatherings where that kind of introduction is not possible. So, last, I won't be relevant.
Do you think this increased your value or do you think it reduced your value?
Very strong question.
I'm a strong bartender.
I think at first, yes, it reduced my value. At first, it reduced my credibility, my integrity, and it really hurt the people who trusted in my brand. But, over time, my value has gone up, the trust has gone up, things have been, should I say...
Stabilized?
Somewhat stabilized, so...
Can you read out some of the DMs and messages?
Okay.
Let's be real. Let me give it to me as it is in your phone. Let me hear. Let me hear what Nigerians
you
go full.
Yeah, so they are, mixed people. They're the people who come and say, wow, what you did was great. I'm not going to say this in public. That's why I'm in your DM.
Let me see. I don't trust you.
Wow, I've been trying to do that. You're so free. You're so this. I wish I could have your energy, your confidence, your strength, blah, 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 blah. So, and then there's some people that say, you're a disgrace to the women race. Thank you, Sister Mary. You that don't have problems.
Let me see that. Is this one?
So just check.
Okay, so this is it, guys. I went into a privilege. This is
thank God
first
my battery
time.
is low. The phone is so
Battery's not. I have charger. Well, this is your DM. Wow, it's a lot of wow. Okay, I shouldn't have seen that. Okay.
Hey, good. What did you see?
So this one is a message. Obviously, I'm not mentioning names. This one says, true, they are busy living their lives, committing their own secret sins until they have some spare time and come online and look for someone to blame so they can feel good about themselves. Your genuine fans like us, have forgiven you and have moved on. We still love you, so please hold your head up high and know we love you. Hashtag just felt you needed to hear that. That's one. Hi, ETINOSA.
Bad one.
I will look for where's the bad one? I have always been a big fan. You're extremely talented. I just wanted to tell you that no matter the hate the world brings to you, you're loved by so many, especially God. I have a clothing line on store at ...
Wow,
I have a special gift from my store. Please accept my gift from me to you. Just let me know when you're ready and it will be delivered. Let me see, is there any other one? It says you really formed my hand, and when I saw the video, I was going crazy. I never believed my eyes. What could lead you to that? ETINOSA. I mean, I'm sure the messages are both good, bad, and ugly.
Mixed.
You got about 70.
Don't read it out until you are sure you want to read it. This is the...
Okay, this one is basically along the line of. Okay, I can say, are you in modeling or it rhymes with corn? Yes. Then contact me because I have a job for you here in Amsterdam, Netherlands. Wow, you're international. I'm going to keep it real. We do this on Barroom Therapy. Now, obviously, your messages are for the good, the bad, and the ugly. You have 70,000 more fans. Obviously, you've lost some, you've gained new fans. This will keep happening, but what's your current stand now? If you had seen another actor do this or another woman do this before now, what would you have said? And now that you've done it, what are you saying now?
I have decided to tell myself that nobody's perfect. We all have our crazies. We all have our one thing or the other we're not really proud of, things we
Our
don't
skeletons.
want to, our skeletons, things we don't want people to know about us because the society will judge us, because it's not politically correct. Everybody's one is hidden. Now let me with my own cast.
Okay.
So there's this thing they
Use
say.
your own cast.
There's this thing they say, now who then catch, now be thief. So now as my own con day everywhere, and I may can be the worst person for the world, but that's okay. Anything to make those people feel better about themselves, you get. So I'm not judging myself. Would I do it again? Never. If I could go back in time, would I do it? Never.
But you were not under the influence, or you were under the influence, you were intoxicated. Would you say that was what was responsible, or that just helped you bring out your true nature?
To be very honest, that just restricted the inhibitions. That just put off the morals, the upbringing, the knowledge of say, oh, this is wrong. It just being intoxicated made me, not think.
And because you were not thinking, you could do.
So I could do. I played with a big dog that day.
Okay, we'll be right after.
I don't play with dogs.
I will be. There's a context to that playing. I'll find out after the break as I talk to ETINOSA about our inhibitions and the dog journey, but more importantly, the lessons to learn right here on Barroom Therapy. Still Barroom Therapy. They say no news is good news. Publicity, bad publicity sells. ETINOSA, do you think that you would have gotten this much publicity if you had done something positive and good?
When you do something great, like something really good, something, responsible, something decent, something big, positivity. Media houses and publishing houses, they ask you to pay to publicize good things, good news. When you are naked, when there's a scandal, when they caught you with somebody's husband, or one governor bought house for you and they caught you people, the same media houses will post it and publish it for free. And then people like you will share it to your families, your cousins, your what. And then have an opinion and have a conversation. The person who is in the scandal becomes so viral. You even make t-shirts and souvenirs out of it. But the people who discover something, like Genevieve, for example, if she wasn't celebrated at Toronto, CNN, and what, Nigerians won't have carried her on their head the same way. They'll carry someone who's on a live Instagram naked. They won't share the video. Do you know how many things I've done in my life? How many great things I've done, not only for my state, but for people around me. International value-adding things, projects. But no, I never got no ovation. I never got no interviews, no photo ops, no calls by phones, even on my own birthday. They don't used to call me like that. But Nigeria, when somebody dies, the person becomes popular. When someone is, any negative thing that happens to somebody, they flog ETINOSA, soldiers beat ETINOSA at one junction, the thing will be viral. Somebody is poor, she say she cannot pay her school fees. It's a viral. Negativity. It's not good. All of us, we are part of the problem. Let's, change our value system. We place too much value on rubbish. Thank you.
Now, you've talked about value system, you've talked about morals. I always look at both sides of the story, and the truth is sometimes the comments that were there are a reflection of the society. that we live in. People who will do exactly the same thing you're doing or even worse, but they're doing it in secret. It doesn't make it less of a thing. It's just that it's not known. If a 12-year-old girl, 13-year-old girl walked up to you on the streets and said, Auntie or Auntie ETINOSA, why did you do what you did? How would you explain it to that young girl? I know there's me, there's adults, yes, but how would you want that girl to see you? What would you tell her?
Very, very good question. Auntie, why did you do that? Oh, I did that because I wasn't putting my mommy and my daddy's teachings in my head. I did that because for a minute, I forgot about all the things they said to me, all the values they had put in me. I did it because I'd gone astray. So, dear little girl, always hold your mommy and your daddy's advice in your head, the word of God, if I'm permitted to say that on TV. Always put it in your heart, because even the Bible says that your word have I hidden in my heart that I may not, go astray. I think we act out from the abundance of the heart, the mouth speaketh, and then the hand even goes on to have actions. So if the majority of things in my head was probably how to change the world, in my drunken state, I'd probably be drawing a map of how to take over the world. So, but unfortunately, my head was filled with values like, oh, I have a very fine banging body, I have a fine leg. Why should women always be, restricted? Why should it be? If a man strips, it won't be very special. But if a woman strips, it's a special thing. Let's all just be. Why must women do this? I just want to be free. Let's just be free. Let's go free. Yeah. That was like the abundance of the things in my head. So when I was drunk, naturally, the things in my head started playing out. So I'll tell that little girl to fill her head with great things, positive things all the time.
And MC Galaxy?
Genge.
He got a lot of backlash. Have you spoken to him?
Yes, we have spoken.
What was his take?
Well, of course, he wasn't happy about all the backlash. I too, I'm not happy that everybody went on him and all of that. So, do
you think he should have ended the video when you started? It went on for about 12 minutes. So, I'm
thinking. Maybe, I wasn't there with him, so I really don't know how he was thinking. So all we can do is just assume, because nobody knows the heart of anybody. So I just thought that maybe he thought I really wanted to do it, or
He's your friend, right?
Yes.
Do you think he should have ended the video?
Well, I don't know what he should have done, but all I can say is if I were him, I would have ended it and called the person like, you dey Chris? Don't be this thing we plan now. What thing they, as in, is everything okay? Do you get? That's what I would do. So I can't decide for someone else what the person should do. Do you get? Especially when, even in the video, I was shouting, don't cut it, don't cut. So maybe he was confused. Maybe he didn't know whether to cut it or not. Maybe he just thought that, okay, this is, she's being crazy and she really wants to do this.
Well, let's see where all this is going to end.
Let's see what her plan is or what. So I can't really blame anybody but myself. I take complete responsibility. Mr. Galaxy is a very great guy.
I've had a couple of people on that seat, and at the end of our discussion, what always comes to mind is my role is not to judge. My role is to present the facts. And it gets very confusing sometimes. But one thing I've always noticed is that people speak their truth. And this is your truth, this is your story, and this is your stand. What do you have to say to people who don't know how to take a stand? Look into that camera.
So let me fall back on popular saying that that goes, if you don't stand for something, you're going to fall for everything. So what people will say, like, you just, anything that comes up, you follow. You're not moving forward in your life because you just... So I think we all need to take a stand and own our stand. It's not like when we've taken this stand, something happens, you now start denying your stand. Take responsibility for your stand. Abi? I won't talk again. If you like no get stand, now you start going to concern me. These are the find money. I don't care about people who no get stand. That's their business.
ETINOSA, thank you very much.
Thanks for having me.
To taking a stand, to lessons learned.
To responsibility, what's that one?
To responsibility, to values. It's not about laying blame. It's about learning the lessons from actions taken. There are consequences for every action taken, the good, the bad, and the ugly. But what's important is what you learn from them. ETINOSA has owned up to hers. What are you struggling with? What's the skeleton in your cupboard? What is that thing that only you knows? The world might not know, but only you knows. And you need to share it. You need to take responsibility for it. It's about taking a stand. And usually that could be something good, bad, ugly, whatever, but take a stand. ETINOSA has taken a stand. She's owned up to her mistakes. She could do better next time. But you on the other side of this lens, you know yourself. You know that secret that you're holding. You know that thing that people don't know about, but you wish you could just take a stand about it. It's your responsibility to do so. Don't worry too much about how you'll be judged. Don't fret. Your personal happiness is within your grasp, is within your hands. But what you use it for and how you use it to affect lives for good is totally up to you. There's life and there's social media. Thanks again. I'm Oscar, your barman. Catch me next time on Bar Up Therapy.